All right, it's the final countdown. School is starting and we got our last shipment of books in, and it is a big one. If you're new here, I'm Rian, a Christ-following wife and a homeschool mom to 3 boys. Here we talk all things homeschool, and we will learn together how to use our roles as wife, mom, teacher, and homemaker in order to glorify God. Okay, so I'm coming at you right here from the floor because I have this huge stack of books to go through, and so we're just gonna sit on the floor and go through them instead of me, sitting up on my stool and trying to reach around and grab everything. So we're gonna have a little bit of everything. We have some Sonlight stuff, we have Christianbook stuff, Rainbow Resource, Thriftbooks, a few random things that I don't know where they came from. But this is all for Sonlight. This is all for my fourth grader, 6th grader, preschooler. It's gonna be a little bit of everything. So let's just dig in. So this is going to be from Half Price Books. Again, this is probably something that I ordered off of Abebooks, and so they just kind of get their stuff from wherever. This is American Indian Prayer Guide. I know for sure that this is for Sonlight Level D that I'm doing with my 2 older boys. That will be one of the spines for our Bible curriculum. This is also from Half Price Books, so same thing, probably from Abebooks. This is Walk the World's Rem. I know this is Sonlight, but I don't remember if this is a read aloud or really whose it is. Another Half Price Books. This is Adoniram Judson. And so this is one of the Christian heroes in and now, and it is for Sonlight Level D. Toward the end of the year, they always end the year with one of these. Last year we ended with Gladys Aylward. All right, this is Thriftbooks. This is Tolliver's Secret. So again, either for 6th grade or D. This is for preschool, then and now. It's an Usborne book. So we're gonna start talking about times and world history, like a world social studies, where we are in the world, different cultures, things like that. This is the Discoverer's Bible for young readers. This is for Sonlight Level D. And so this is where they will read, which I don't know, I don't think this was really necessary for us to get, because it's really just a Bible with a couple pictures sprinkled in, but it wasn't very expensive. So this is the Bible they recommended. This is from Second Sale. Gotta get through all the little ads here. This is Eric Carl's Animals. I don't think we've actually ever read this one. So it's like poetry about different animals. This is for preschool for Sonlight. This is an actual Sonlight package. So you know me, I try to get as much used as possible, but sometimes you just can't. So this is Language Arts Level D. I'm very excited that this came. It was actually on back order, so I was a little bit nervous, but it is coming just a couple days before we're due to start school. So this is good. This is the first time we are using Language Arts through Sonlight. And so I'll update you guys as we kind of get started in it and let you know what I think about it. But this will be for my 6th grader. This is for anywhere from 4th to 7th grade is what they recommend it for. And so that's what he'll be doing this year. This is Rainbow Resource, and I'm a little confused. I will need to check my package slip. For some reason, I got 2 of these. Might I have ordered 2 of them? It's possible. But these are Schoolhouse Rock. They go along with the Grammar Ace program that my 6th grader will be using. They use the grammar songs on here. So I will need to look into if I accidentally purchased 2 and if I can return one. Okay, and here is something that I've been very excited to try. This is from Rainbow's Resource, and this is actually the only place that I could find these other than through the actual Sonlight website. But this is Developing the Early Reader. There are 4 of these books. So this is motor, visual, auditory, and thinking skills. I think they will be interesting anyway. All 4 of those. And then we have A Reason for Handwriting F. So this is going to be for my 6th grader. This is just writing scriptures. And so this is just to get him brushed up on his cursive writing. So I don't make him write in cursive all the time because I don't know, I don't feel like it's necessary to do that, but I want him to be able to write in cursive and read cursive. And so he knows how, so I just want to keep him brushed up on those skills. So this will be part of his independent work every day. And then level C, this is for my 4th grader. He's kind of 3rd grade age. I don't know, homeschool, grade levels, but he has not started to do cursive yet. So this is the first level of cursive from A Reason for Handwriting. So that will be fun to start with him. Here is a Christian book box, and we got Who is My Neighbor? So this is the third book in their apologetic series, the Who is God series. And we have done the first two and loved them. We didn't do any of them last year, but I thought it was time to pick this back up. So this is going to be a biblical worldview of servanthood. So how do we serve one another? Why do we serve one another? And I love a lot about how Apologia approaches stuff like this. This year I opted not to get the notebooking journal for this because this was a last minute decision. I wasn't going to do this again this year because I didn't think we had room for it in our schedule. But I thought, you know what, if we just do the reading and not the journaling, we may not get quite as much out of it as we might if we did the journal, but we could still fit it in, and I really wanted to fit it in this year. So instead, I got them each just the coloring book that goes with it. These are 99 cents a piece. And so it just has a page each day that goes along with whatever we're talking about. And so that'll give them something to keep their hands busy while I'm reading. But I knew if we got the notebooking journals again this year, which they are really good, and I do recommend them if you have room in your schedule. But I knew that we would kind of fall behind or skip out on some other stuff that we needed to get done. So this was kind of my compromise. Okay, here is another thrift book order. This is Justin Morgan Had a Horse and Blood on the River, Jamestown, 1607. I'm really excited for this. I'm so excited to do American history. We have not done a solid American history yet, and this is really exciting for me. Here is another Thriftbooks order, and this is Usborne Stories from Around the World. So again, like I said, we're starting that kind of world geography, world history, just exposing them to different cultures and what's going on around, different parts of the world. This is actually an Amazon buy, I think, but I think it's a used Amazon book. But this is just Dr. Seuss's ABCs. I don't know how we don't have this already. I think we have a board book version, and it is condensed, like it doesn't have everything in it. And so we had to, I guess, buy it again. But this is for preschool also. This is an Abebooks purchase. This is The Gods Must Be Angry by Sheila Miller and Ian Murray. I think this is also a preschool book. Here's another half price books order. This is the Skip Pack School by Marguerite D. Angeli. It's for Sonlight D. I don't know if it's a read aloud or a reader though. This is another Abebook order, and this is Peacemaker by Joseph Bruchac. How a Powerful Storyteller United the Iroquois People. So again, level D, reader or read aloud. I'm not sure. This, I was really confused because it's an Oriental Trading Company box. And I'm like, I did not order anything from Oriental Trading, but apparently I did. I just ordered something from Amazon and it was going through it was from Oriental Trading Company. But these are those textured flashcards. And so Sonlight in the pre-K, like the preschool, like age 3 to 4 level, they have lowercase versions of these. So these are like sandpapery textured, so you can actually like feel them as you trace them. But the box that was supposed to be for the pre-K 4-5 age just had the uppercase ones in it. But the box itself, everything that was in it, I either had or could get somewhere else for a lot cheaper than buying the whole box. And so I didn't feel like getting the Sonlight box this year like I did last year. So we got these. They have uppercase and lowercase. I couldn't find just uppercase ones, but that's okay. So we have our little textured cards that he needs for pre-K. Here's another Sonlight order. This is our language arts level 4. So this is for my 4th grader. Again, this is our first time using language arts with him. So I'm interested, and I think it'll be good if it's as good as it sounds like it is, because it's gonna go along with the books that they're already reading for Sonlight. Like that's what they're gonna pull from for examples and everything. So I'm like, why wouldn't I do this? This is the preschool one, Exploring God's World. This is for ages 4 to 5. So my son is 4.5, so he's perfect for this. And then I have a bunch of these Discover Books packages. That must be somewhere that Abebooks gets their books from, because both Half Price Books and Discover Books, I got a ton of packages from them. This is the Bill of Rights and Why It Matters to You. This is for Sonlight D. Carry On, Mr. Bowditch. I think this is a reader for level D. The Story of Amistad. I'm super excited for this one. I don't know if it's a reader or read aloud, but nevertheless, I want to read it. So I will probably read it either before or after my son does, if it's not a read aloud. And then we have the Thanksgiving Story. This is a well-loved copy. No, it's in good condition. It just, you can tell it's old. It's actually an old library copy. I don't know. I just love when books don't have to go die somewhere, when I can give them a home. The Year at Maple Hill Farm. This is the last of those Discover Books orders, but this is Smithsonian American History, a visual encyclopedia. I'm really excited about this. This is a really thick and nice book with lots of good photographs and stuff in it, so that will be exciting. This is People. It's a big book. And this is also for my preschooler, and just talks about different people around the world. This is an Usborne book for my preschooler, Things People Do. So talking about different occupations. This is Thriftbooks. This is well loved again, but you know what? I'm glad to give it a home. This is The Sign of the Beaver. Again, Sonlight D. If you'll notice, I actually don't have any Sonlight level 4 readers in here. That's because my other son did level 4 already, so we kept all of those for my now 4th grader. And this is also Thriftbooks. We have the Constitution of the United States. That's for level D. We have the Landmark History of the American People from Plymouth to the West, also level D. And the Lion Storyteller Bedtime Book. This is for my preschooler for Sonlight. So this is really sweet. I'm not going to give in all the information because I'm sure this person is still out there somewhere, but good thing about getting used books is you find really interesting things. This has a little note in it. Someone's co-workers gave this as a book when a little girl was born, and it has like her birth date, her time, where, weight, length, all these things. And so that's really sweet. Okay, 2 more boxes. We're almost there. So this is an actual Sonlight order too. These are 2 books that I could not find anywhere else, at least not for less than what Sonlight already had them for. So I did find these other places, but they were like ridiculously expensive for a used one. So I just bought a new one at Sonlight. This is Timmy O'Dowd and the Big Ditch, a story of the glory days of the old Erie Canal. So Sonlight level D again. And then Stories from Africa. This is for my preschooler. And then this is our last box. This is a Christianbook box. This is Spelling Workout F. I already have the teacher's guide for this. So this is just the consumable pages. And we have Math 5-4. This is just the tests and worksheets that my son will need because we already have 5-4 for my older son. So this is for my 4th grader. And very last thing, we have test and worksheets for Math 7-6. We, if you remember, got the text and solutions manual for a really, really good price at our used bookstore, but I had to still buy the consumables. So that is it. I'm sitting in a huge pile of trash and books, and this weekend I'm going to spend the whole weekend just getting ready for next week, putting books where they go and all of that good stuff. So I'm really excited for that. I hope you guys have a good homeschool year if you're homeschooling this year, which I would assume you are if you've watched this far. I thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know down below, did any of these books look interesting to you? I'll talk to you next time. Bye. The coloring notebook.